Text appears on black. The drop, a true story. Hospital scenes flash, an IV bag, bloody surgical tools on a tray. In an office, a young white man with dark glasses sits facing a short-haired black woman sitting behind a desk.
I can do it. You know I can.
This is an 18-month program. You've been here for 5.
And in those 5, I've done more than most people who've been here a year and a half.
The young man tenses, then relaxes.
Look, my life's been on hold for over a year. Just let me do the drop. Just let me have my life back.
The woman leans back and considers. She takes off her glasses.
Marcus, I want you to succeed, especially after all that you've been through. But this can be dangerous. Do you really know how tough this is? Do you?
Outside, a black man with a goatee sits in the driver's seat of a car.
You want me to do what?
We know what we're doing.
I mean, so this dude is like, you know.
Marcus sits in the back seat.
Just do it. Here's the address. And do not tell him where he is.
The woman addresses Marcus.
Okay, Mark, you know the drill. You're on your own. Good luck.
She steps back from the car, a yellow cab. In the back, Marcus lets out a deep breath and clenches his jaw. He gives a faint nod. The cab driver adjusts his rearview mirror.
The most rigorous graduation requirement you will face is the drop.
The cab makes a left turn. The driver glances in the rearview mirror. The cab moves along a highway.
You will be driven to an unknown location and dropped off. There will be no one with you and no one following you. Ask no one where you are or where to go.
The driver turns the radio dial. In the back, Marcus cocks his head, revealing a long scar on the right side of his jaw.
Oh, dude, I love this song. This song rocks.
In a flashback, Marcus sits in the passenger seat of his friend's car at night. In the present, Marcus bows his head. The cab reverses and makes a turn. The driver glances back.
Hey, man, listen. I know that this ain't none of my business, but I just gotta ask you. Is this for real? I mean, what's really going on?
I have to find my way back. It's to prove that, well, that I can be normal in the real world.
Normal? Hey, man, ain't nothing normal about this.
In a flashback, Marcus gets into a car with 3 friends. Smooth-faced and without his dark glasses, he smiles at a friend and pumps his fist. The car stops. Marcus stares. The scene goes black. Now, in the cab, Marcus turns his face to the window.
Are we there yet?
Well, that all depends. Do you feel lost? Because that lady told me to make sure that you was good and confused. Lord knows I am.
The cab pulls over on a stretch of highway. Marcus stands on a walkway, alone, holding a white cane. He heads off to his right. In a flashback, a surgeon steps into a waiting room.
Mr. and Mrs. Engel,
Yes.
Marcus's parents rise.
your son has been hurt very badly. We have him on a breathing tube right now, but his right leg is broken.
Bone protrudes from a wound.
He has a severed ear canal, and unfortunately, Marcus's jaw was shattered in the accident.
Workers cut off his bloody clothes.
Quite frankly, it's going to take years of recovery and rehab. But I gotta warn you, that's not the worst of it. Marcus is blind.
Marcus lies unconscious, with bloody bandages around his head, covering his eyes. Now, Marcus strolls along a sidewalk, sweeping his cane from side to side in front of him. He carefully descends a set of concrete steps, holding a banister on his right. On a walkway, 3 men approach. Marcus stops and holds his body tight as they push past him. He walks along an overpass, trailing his left hand along a chain-link fence. He moves cautiously along cracked pavement, using his cane to feel his way forward. He moves through a walkway and an underpass. Graffiti covers the walls. He runs his hand along the wall on his left as he moves ahead. His cane finds the wall on his left. He reaches out on his right. His hand connects with the railing, and he continues forward. He stands on a section of tactile paving. He walks through a plaza. His knee smashes into a bench at the base of a column. He falls hard, landing on his side and dropping his cane. He sits back on his knees, grimacing. In a flashback, he lies in a hospital with a clean bandage over his eyes. His mother takes his hand. In the present, he nods.
Do you know where you are? Can you write where you are?
In the past, Marcus starts to write on a notepad. Hospital.
Every beat of your broken heart.
His mother gives a soft smile and nods. In the present, he feels around for his cane and grips it.
And shattered dreams
He stands.
can breathe the sweetest songs.
He snaps out the telescoping cane and continues ahead.
Hope is gone. When life brings you to your knees.
He walks on a sidewalk, then finds the arm of a concrete bench.
Hope if you still believe.
He sits and lets out a deep breath, nodding to himself.
To love yourself and raise your voice. After this, dry your tears.
His cane taps the edge of a door frame. He finds the doorknob. He steps into the office, where the woman sits at her desk.
See that mountain.
Marcus!
He beams. The scene goes black.
Find out what you're made of.
Text appears. After completing The Drop at the School for the Blind, Marcus went on to graduate from college. He is now married with 3 children and is a professional speaker. He has authored 3 books. Credits: directed by Crystal Clear, written by Marcus Engel, Martha Munizzi, produced by Diane Ashford, John Gray, executive producer and co-director Martha Munizzi, director of photography Ross Sebick, edited by Daryl Michael Carr, casting by George Pierre, audio description provided by International Digital Center, narrated by Ren Leach.